And the Bucs would have been happier if Bowers played his way into a starting role. Joining us now is 10 News sports reporter Bobby Lewis. Bobby, Bowers is just one of the conundrums the Bucs have on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, he's definitely a question mark, but not the biggest to me. That's Darrelle Revis. Who is he? What are we going to get with this guy? We didn't see him at all in the preseason, and we assume his knee is fine. The Bucs better hope it is, and that he's as advertised, not damaged goods, because to me, Darrelle Revis is key. He's got to be what Rondé Barber was last year. Half player, half teacher. And the other guys on the field, they're puppies. Lavonte David, Leonard Johnson, Jonathan Banks, Mark Barron, they're just 23. And Akeem Spence, who's trying to get a starting job, he's 21. Revis has played in 4 Pro Bowls in 6 years. That's instant credibility. Let's hope they pick up some tricks from old Revis. And you talked about Daquan Bowers just a minute ago. I want to see more from Gerald McCoy. I know he's really good on run defense, but I want to see him put quarterbacks on the ground this season because he's just got 9 sacks in 3 seasons, and that's just not enough. He should be able to do that in 1 season. And finally, I love these linebackers. Not quite Derek Brooks and Hardy Nickerson and those guys, but Lavonte David and Mason Foster combined for 244 tackles last year. Expect more from them. I got to tell you, defense was the reason the Bucs were 7-9 last year. Offense was incredible. Will they be that way again?
To head to the playoffs for the first time since 2007, that's how long it's been. They're going to rely on the arm of Josh Freeman, the free agent to be. He's coming off a franchise record season with over 4,000 passing yards and 27 touchdowns. But it's the 17 interceptions that killed the Bucs down the stretch last year. Have to cut down on the INTs. We know Vincent Jackson and Mike Williams are both capable of 1,000-yard receiving and double-digit touchdowns. And with Doug Martin coming off an incredible Pro Bowl 1,400-yard rookie campaign, his role will only increase, especially catching passes out of the backfield. Martin was able to overcome a hodgepodge offensive line last season. Can it happen again? We'll see. But I think this team only goes as far as the O-line allows them. Pro Bowler Davin Joseph is back, but the other Pro Bowler, Carl Nix, well, he's still out dealing with MRSA, and there's no timetable for his return. That leaves a big hole. Gabe Carimi is going to have to fill it, and he was unproven during his tenure with the Bears. With all that being said, let's make our season predictions. How will the Buccaneers finish 2013?
They'll finish next week 1-0.
Really?
I think so. They'll beat the Jets, but I think they'll finish 1 game better than last year, 8-8, and that doesn't mean I don't think they're very good. In fact, I think they'll be a lot of fun to watch. I think they'll sweep Carolina but lose twice to both New Orleans and Atlanta because the NFC South is just incredibly tough. The entire schedule actually is really tough. They face the Patriots, Eagles, Seahawks, and 49ers who played in the Super Bowl last year. That's too much to handle. 8-8, no playoffs, but moving in the right direction. You talked about Josh Freeman. I think he's the team MVP because the defense just got to be better. MVP. He'll be really good. The defense has to be better if they get back to the postseason.
Well, if Freeman is team MVP, that would mean the Bucs would really have to open their wallet for a fat payday. 8-8 is exactly where I see this team headed. On paper, this is a playoff team. But as Greg Schiano says, this game is played between the sidelines. The NFC South, like you said, is extremely tough, and both sides of the line are issues. No depth on the defensive front, and Davin Joseph told me he's not worried about the lack of continuity throughout the preseason on the O-line. Well, I am. I think they split with Carolina and Atlanta, drop both to New Orleans, and my team MVP will be a Pro Bowler this year, linebacker Lavonte David. What do you think of that?
I think it's Freeman, but you're entitled to.
Yeah, if he does, he gets paid fat. That's the big thing there.